remind you that we launch a series of webinars this month for different topics. And if you accumulate through webinars, you will enjoy 10% rebate in your next transaction. Be mindful that Seagate will also be joining our future webinars, and you will not only learn QNAP applications and also units, but also you will learn different SKUs from Seagate, either their 3.5 hard drives, NVMe, and also SSD. So this presentation is about QNAP Guardian Switch. So this is our new first PoE Smart Switch, which we just received from the headquarters. It combines multiple features in one box, which makes it ideal for multiple segments, and you could basically minimize and save the cost of your budget as it combines storage and PoE switch in one unit. There are also multiple features which can be used with QGD 1600P, and you will be amazed by the performance and the features it comes with. So we introduced it several months ago, and we showed basically in different events. That happens especially in December 2019. And we got so many inquiries for testing it. So please let me know if at the end of this webinar, if you like to test it, especially at this period of time. So most of us were working from home, and we got time to test different technologies and also test different products. Also, in this presentation, so please, if you have any questions about QTS, or if you have any questions, it's not related to the topic itself, so please let me know, and then we can have a discussion, and then I can answer your questions. So let me just introduce you and give you like a small introduction and a small history about PoE switch. So the first generation of PoE comes as unmanaged PoE, which provide basic functions, but also provide PoE functions. But the second generation, we had managed PoE switch, which provide layer 2 and layer 3 network management functions. But with QNAP QGD 1600P, so we are moving the trend up by providing not only layer 2 management functions, but also we're adding our software, our storage software, which is QTS on the top of the unit, which makes it more attractive. As you know, our QTS software comes with more than 100 applications that comes in the App Center, and the user, they can create multiple scenarios and they can save their budgets by using this PoE switch. Our latest third generation, Smart Edge PoE switch is equipped with both QTS and also QSS. So QSS is QNAP switch system. And this PoE is also equipped with the latest power supply standard, which is IEEE 802 3BT, which gives you guys up to 60 watts. Also, this unit is equipped with an Intel CPU, which makes it ideal to host VMs on top of it. The question that comes to mind, why, for example, the headquarters introduced this type of PoE switch to the market? First, we intend basically to create a PoE switch that will meet the demand of a high wattage, and also integrate solutions to reduce the learning, maintenance, and also cost, while also meet the future growing network needs. So with the Guardian PoE switch, so we provide 5 main functions to you guys. So we provide layer 2 management, QTST ports, QVR Pro as well, so we can use this unit as for surveillance. We're gonna see some slide that talks about this as well. And also, this unit is the first worldwide PoE switch in which you can have VMs on the top of it. Also, this unit is equipped with a good wattage, so you can have up to 370 watts as well. So the new QNAP PoE switch does provide all-in-one solution PoE switching functions. You have networking management, storage, and computing. So the QGD 1600P is a hybrid PoE switch and NAS on same unit, but also gives you the option to our users to use it as an EVR. Also, you can use it as a router, and also you can use it as IP controller functions. And also comes with pre-installed various softwares to satisfy all SMB networking requirements. So let's see the main specs of this unit. So as I mentioned, so this unit is equipped with two OS, QTS, and also QSS. So this unit comes with 4 NICs RJ45 that gives you up to 60 watts PoE ports. Also, it comes with 10 NICs 30 watts PoE ports, and also you have 2 NICs 10 gig. Either it's going to be SFP plus or it's going to be base T. Also, the unit it comes with 2 port USB 2, and also you have 1 port USB 3.0. The unit is also equipped with 1 HDMI port. So the HDMI can be used either to hook up the unit to a monitor and use it as a PC. Yes, you can use basically as a PC as well. And by using different applications like, for example, Linux Station or HD Station. You can also attach the unit to a monitor and use it for surveillance purposes as well. Also, the unit comes with 2 PCIe slots in which you can install, for example, a 10 gig card, you can install QM.2 cards, and then you can install NVMe in there. And then if you want, you can use it for caching, or also you can use it for storage as well. This unit is also equipped with 2 bays. You can install like 2 hard drives, 2.5 or 2 SSDs. The unit is equipped also with an Intel CPU, as I mentioned, so it's good for to host VMs on top of it, and the maximum RAM in the unit is 8 gig. So this unit comes with 2 SKUs. We have an option that comes with 4 gig, and we have another one that comes with 8 gig. And on the right side, you can see that this unit gives you guys up to 370 watts in total. As you may see in here, so this is a more detailed, as I mentioned, so you have 2 PCIe slots in the back. You can install GPUs, you can install QM2 cards, and the QNAP QM2 cards, you can install like caching by using M.2 or NVMe. And also the unit comes with 16 ports, and it comes also with 2 operating systems. So you have 2 reset buttons, one for QTS and one for QSS. So as I mentioned, so the Guardian comes with dual QTS and QSS. Both systems, they run independently, which means if you decide to restart one of them, the other one will keep operating as it comes with its own separated power and reset button. Because the QGD 1600P, it comes with a dual 2.5 SSDs or hard drives. So you think, for example, that the storage space is limited. So we're giving the options to you guys to attach different expansion units. Either it's going to be rack mount or it's going to be a desktop units. So you have different options. So we have 2 bays, 4 bays, you have 8 bays, and also you have 12 bays as well. And if you know, like our units, they are also compatible with 16 terabyte hard drives. So each slot, each bay, you can have up to 16 terabytes hard drives inside them. So if, for example, you're going to be using a 2 bay, like for example, TR002, you're going to have up to 16 terabytes. If you're going to be using, let's say, the bigger units, the bigger expansion units, which is a 12 bay expansion unit, so you can have up to 122 terabyte storage, which is amazing to you guys. And also we have different connections when it comes to attaching the expansion unit. So you have USB 3.0, you have USB 3.1, and also you have USB 2.2 as well. In this slide, you can see the switch management section. So it comes with PoE scheduling. So the admin can set up one or more schedule and can assign PoE ports to reduce power consumption and save costs. So let's say if you have a customer and that customer has, let's say, a restaurant. Most of the restaurants, they're going to be opening, let's say, from 6 to 9 p.m. And if you're using like, okay, this unit is a PoE and using it with digital signage, okay, you can do like PoE scheduling in which, you know, the port is going to be functional from 6 a.m. till 9 p.m. and then, you know, the port is going to be off automatically. Also, this unit supports new generation of power supply standard, and you can have up to 60 watts. So you have 4 ports, and the other ones, they are compatible with 30 watts. Also, the unit supports camera device remote restart. So the admin can, if he finds, for example, that his PoE device is not working properly, he can remotely reboot the device through the Guardian interface. So let's just explain to you guys the architecture of these units. So as I mentioned, so this unit comes with two OS. So we have the QTS and also the QSS. Within the QTS, as I mentioned, so we have the handled applications that comes on the App Center. So please try to access, the App Center, and then you can see like different applications that are going to be useful to you guys. And also why this unit is basically like interesting is that it comes also with our hypervisor as well. So you can install VMs on top of it, okay? And then you can have, let's say, different applications like router OS, you can use it as a firewall and so on. Also this unit, you can attach it and connect it to the cloud by using, let's say, hybrid mounts, so which allows the users to mount public cloud storage on your QNAP NAS enables low latency access to the cloud with local caching. So no matter what cloud storage you are connecting to, either it's going to be a file storage or it's going to be object storage. So the hybrid mount supports SMB, NFS, and also IFP file transfer protocol by mounting the NAS to your PC. So if you mount, let's say, your NAS with your PC using SMB or AFP or NFS, your NAS can turn as a gateway to connect to cloud services, which are going to allow you guys to access the cloud-based files as they are basically stored on your computer. And those applications, like, for example, okay, VJBOD, it's mostly like, okay, block-based, and hybrid mount is file-based. So they are giving you guys in the App Center, and you can download them, and then you can map your cloud storage, your public cloud storage into your NAS as well. Also, the units, so we have different apps that comes on the phone as well. So if for example, you are outside and you want to access, for example, your files by using QFile application, that's going to be possible as well. So we have different applications that comes on the phone as well. As I mentioned, like in the past, slides, so we have different enclosures, different expansion units. You can attach it to the main unit. So you have 2 bays, 4 bays, up to 12 bays as well. So we're gonna have at the end of this presentation, we're gonna have a demo as well. I'm gonna show you the interface, how it looks like, and how we can, for example, let's say, connect different expansion units to the unit. So the R functions, features which are supported by using this unit is basically you can use it as a firewall as well, or you can use routing functions by using QNAP hypervisor, which is named QNAP virtualization station or container station. So the user, they can create VMs and install router OS or, for example, pfSense or MikroTik to save time and also to save the budget. So to avoid configuration issues when both the NAS and switch are independent, so we encourage you guys and we encourage our customers to use QGD1600P to easily configure the solution, because we support VM installer, and also you can assign which port to access that VM. So in traditional conventional ways, the admin, he needs to configure the virtual switch, and also he needs to configure the network card and assign the WAN. But with the Guardian, we make it easier to you guys by VM installer. So with this VM installer, it's easy to install. You can just choose the VM to configure, and when the VM is installed, you will need to assign a port for one or the LAN connection. Also, one of the main features that comes with the QTS is basically QVR Pro application. So, with QVR Pro, so it comes with it's basically our software for surveillance, and this comes with 8 licenses included. So this QVR Pro, so it comes with so many features, including, for example, QVR Pro clients. So the QVR Pro client is an application. If you're outside, you want to access your cameras, you can use the QVR Pro client. Also, we have the QVR Guard as well, because most of the units of QNAP, they comes with a single controller. So if the unit fails, so which means the surveillance system is going to fail as well. So this is why we got this QVR Guard, in which you're going to make the first unit is going to be active, and second unit is going to be passive. In case, the first unit is going to fail, then second one is going to be like as a backup to it, and then your surveillance system is going to be on all the time. Also, we have QVR Center. So if you have some customers, for example, they have multiple locations, okay, they can use QVR Center. So in which they can, for example, let's say, centralize different locations in one location. Let's say if for example, you have a customer who is a franchise, they have multiple locations. They can use, QVR Center, and then the headquarters, they can centralize different locations in their local office. That's the main function of the QVR Center. So to avoid, let's say, traditional way of doing, let's say, surveillance. So with the Guardian, so basically you don't need like, okay, a router, you don't need an EVR, you don't need like a PoE switch, because they're all built in, okay? If you compare it, for example, to a traditional surveillance system. So in traditional surveillance system, so you need a router, you need an EVR, you need also a PoE switch, and you need the IP cameras. So which is gonna cost you a lot of money. What we're proposing to you guys, okay, you can install your router, your EVR, and also a PoE switch in one unit. And what you need, just the IP cameras. And you can see like how much budget you're gonna save this way, okay? Also, by using QNAP expansion units, so you have different ways to expand, the units. So you have either, expansion units in which you're gonna attach different expansion units. Either it's gonna be a 2-bay, 4-bay with the units by using a USB cable or USB 3.1 or USB 2.2, or you can get like a new NAS, and then you can do a VJ bod with a bigger QNAP NAS units. In this example, so if your customer, for example, they have different locations, it is possible that you can back up different locations to of those locations to a centralized location using a bigger QNAP NAS unit, or you can back up to public cloud by using a hybrid backup sync application. So in this scenario, so we're proposing basically to use the units. It can be used with IP phones as well. So in traditional VoIP phone deployments, so the installer will need a router, we need an IP PBX, and also we need a PoE switch. So what we're proposing is that, okay, by using the Guardian, so you can make the IPBX software run on the Guardian. And also you can install a router software by using QNAP Virtualization Station and Container Station on the top of QNAP Virtualization Station. So when you install like you can open like QNAP Virtualization Station, you can install any type of OS, either it's going to be like a Windows, Linux, Unix. You can assign how many cores, how much RAM to that VM, and then you can install it on the top of the unit. And this unit is going to be a server, and it's going to be a storage on same time. Our main application for this PoE switch is wireless IP. In this example, we are using a famous brand, which is Ubiquiti. In traditional deployments, so we need to buy a PoE switch, we need to buy a router, which might cost, let's say, $70. And also, if you want a remote access or to manage the IP, you will need to buy a cloud key, which is gonna make cost you like $195. But with Guardian, we support the router software, firewall to protect your IT environment, and also to access the units from distance. So let's discover, our uses in some other segments like the retail. So basically, you can hook up the unit to different machines like POS, like cameras, like digital signage. On the top of that, you can also use the Guardian as a backup destination. And also you can hook up routers, printers as well. For SMB customers, so for SMB markets, you can basically connect different devices like IP phones, IP cameras, printers, and also you can use it as a firewall to protect against network attacks. And also we support wake up on the LAN function to remotely connect, wake up your devices. So now I'm gonna give you like a demo unit. So this is the interface of our units. This is how it looks like. So this is the application of QNAP switch, how to manage the switch. And this is, the interface of the Guardian. So this is basically the same software of QNAP, okay? And this is how you can manage the PUE switch. So as you may see in here, so I have two units, two equipment that are connected to the units, okay? If I need, for example, let's say to deactivate the power, I can just go, for example, to this one and then disable it and then apply. And then you can see that, okay, there is no power in port number 6. Also, we have, a software for surveillance, which is named QVR Pro, okay? That's the software, that's how it looks like. And this is inside the software. So you can just use QVR Pro clients, and then you can attach different cameras as well, okay? Also inside the units, basically you can attach, as I mentioned, like different expansion units. In my case, for example, I'm using like, okay, I attach like an expansion units with 4 bay. And then you can see like, okay, that I have like 4 disks installed for 3.5 hard drives. And then I have like in the NAS, I have 2 disks. So it's easy basically to expand your storage capacity, as I mentioned. So we have different options. Either it's going to be like a 2 bay, 4 bay, up to 12 bays. And each bay, it's basically like it's compatible with up to 16 terabytes hard drives. Okay. And then also different options, like for example caching, how you can change, for example, okay, the RAID options and so on. So there's like, okay, multiple features you can, it comes with the units. Also, as I mentioned, as I encourage you guys as well to download, different applications that comes on top of the App Center. Okay, we have different applications for backup, for businesses, for entertainment, surveillance, and so on. Okay. This is basically like, okay, the page of our networking side, switches. So we have now like multiple switches, and this is one of the main segments that QNAP now is going to. Okay, so we have unmanaged PV switches, and now we're basically introducing as well like managed PV switches. There's going to be 1 gig or 10 gig as well. And this is the QGD, which I just presented for you guys. And if you need, let's say, expansions, you can click on expansion. If you need like more information about compatibility, you can go to compatibility, and then you can see like, okay, which SSDs they're compatible, or which 2.5 that are compatible. Okay, so we have different brands which are compatible, either Kingston, Seagate, WD, and so on. Okay. Okay, guys. So do you have any questions about the contents? And this is the last slide I have got. Okay, so just to remind you, so QNAP is the first vendor for NASs in Canada. We have a local RMA center which is based in Toronto. So everything is local in Canada. And please, if you have any questions, either it's going to be for sales or it's going to be for technical support, please let us know. Okay, so we have a Canadian-based office for you guys, and we're gonna be glad to help you guys. Also, if you have any projects, okay, if you need, let's say, any demo units, okay, you are welcome to get in touch with us as well. So we have different programs available for you guys. So we can send you a unit for a month, and then you can test it with your customers. It's free. You don't have to pay anything for that. Also, you can have a deregistration as well. It's open to you guys. Also, we have on-site service, especially for our enterprise level and SMB. If you would like to be certified, let us know, okay? And also, if you have any ideas about training sessions, or you need, let's say, the sales team or technical team to present for you guys any topic, let us know. We are here basically to help you guys, and we will be happy to help any project that you have. And also, you have like NFR programs as well. So I encourage you guys to sign up for the reseller program as well, and you can enjoy different advantages, including rebates, including demo discounts, and so on. So please let me know if you have any questions. We also like introduce like different application recently, so I encourage you guys to attend next week. Webinars, as I mentioned. So you have, if you're going to be attending webinars, you're going to get like different demo discounts for you guys, and also different rebates that you can use. So thank you. I'm going to be like, okay, open for any questions. So there's a question which is talking about Dockers. So we have a container station, which is in the units. So we have the virtualization station. That's the virtualization station, okay? You can just come in here, okay? You can create a VM. What is the name of the VM? And you can select, okay, which OS, let's say, Linux, Unix, Android, and so on. You can assign how many cores to each VM. You can assign how many memory, and then you can download, upload, the ISO image, and then you can run it on the top of the units. So this is, a virtualization station. This is how it looks like, okay? If you need Dockers, as I mentioned, so there is another application which you can use. Its name is Container Station. You can just go to the Ad Center, and you can go to utilities, and this is Container Station. You can open it, and you can upload different containers, okay, including Dockers, okay? Let's see if you have any other questions. Okay, so so Josh is asking about the RAM. So the maximum RAM in this unit is 8 gig, okay? We're gonna have like, okay, some other units. I know that the RAM is not strong, okay? But we're gonna get, the headquarters is gonna introduce as well, like different RAM options, and also different CPUs for the units. But this is, the first unit that we got from the headquarters. And you may see in here that's, okay, we have 2 units, and this comes with 4 gig. We have another unit that comes with 8 gig. So you can just go to the specs of the unit, and then you can check how much RAM, okay? Yes, so our system basically is working with any IP cameras. You can just go to QVR Pro application, QNAP cameras, and then you can see which IP cameras that are they're compatible. Okay, you can just go to camera compatibility. So we have more than 5,000 IP cameras which are compatible with the units. So the famous ones, so you have Access, Vivotech, you name it. Okay, you can just choose like any camera, and then you can check, which ones that are compatible. Okay. Okay, we have another question that talks about implementation. So instead of using conventional ways, the main idea is that by using the QGD, the cost of your project is going to be less. So instead that you're going to install let's say a firewall, you're going to have like a storage, you're going to have a server. How much it's going to cost you guys? It's going to cost you a lot of money. But with this unit, so it's going to cost you maybe $900. Okay, and you have like different scenarios, different application on top of it, so you can see how much budget you can save by using QGD comparing to conventional way as well. And also by using those applications on top of the units, it's easy to install comparing to if you have different solutions with you guys. We have also like another question that talks about scale up the units. So as I mentioned, so yes, the units comes with 2 bays, but again, you can have like an expansion units. So you can attach up to 12 bays units with the QGD. We also got like another question that talks about the hypervisor. So it's compatible with OVA files. Yes, it's KVM based. Okay. We got also like another question that talks about data recovery and of these units. So all our units, they're basically they have the same OS. So let's say if the unit it fails, you can just get those hard drives. You can install them like in another units, and then you're gonna have like same configuration, same data on different QNAP NAS as well. Also, we have different applications in which you can use to backup the data. Either it's going to be like a hybrid backup sync, or you can have another application which we just got for backing up VMware and Hyper-V as well. And also it comes in the App Center. So we developed another application in which you can back up VMs on QNAP NAS as well. We got also like another question that talks about NVMe and SSD. So yes, it supports NVMe and SSDs. Yes. We got also like another questions that talks about support and if you are using it, let's say, with an enterprise landscape. So if the unit fails, so usually it depends on you guys what types of service that you have. If let's say you have advanced replacements or then okay, we're gonna be like okay within 24 hours you're gonna get like a replacement. Also, like standard RMA for QNAP is going to be like 3 days, dependence on availability of the parts as well. And also, as I mentioned, so I encourage you guys to apply for certification as well. And then in case you can do like okay RMAs by yourself if possible. So it doesn't mean that's okay you're going to be doing like RMAs for all the units, but for those units which are possible, then you can do it by yourself. So we have like 16 ports of PoE. You have 4 ports that are compatible with 60 watts, and you have 4 ports, 10 ports, 30 watts. We got also like a question that talks about the QNAP QVR Pro as well, and if the camera is not compatible. So in this case, you can use OnVIF, and even for example, if the camera is not listed, it should be fine with QVR Pro. Okay, so for Docker's demonstration, Jay, so I'm gonna be like, okay, looping you with our technical support team, and then if you need demonstration or if you need like a unit I should be able to hook you up with the units. I can definitely send it to you, and then um, you can test it. If you have any scenarios, or let me know. We're open basically to help you and to make it work for you as well. Okay, we got also like how many connections this unit can handle. Okay, so you can just hit compare, and then you can see more specs about the units. You can go and find connections. So you're gonna have it basically like in here, or maybe okay. So let's just go to maybe so for switches with Celeron, you can expect, let's see in here. Okay, so those ones, this is the number of maximum current connections with the Celeron. So you may expect up to 800 connections using CFS. That's for so up to now, okay, I got a question which from Mohammed. So unfortunately, the maximum watt capacity is going to be 370, as I mentioned. So this is the first unit. So the headquarter definitely is going to be coming up with strong units in the market. So yeah, we expect like in the few next month, we're going to get like more strong units. Yes. So basically, we got another unit that talks about hosting e-commerce websites. Yes, I can recommend this units, but on the same time, so as it's better that you have like two units on same environment in case one fails, then you're gonna have a backup because as I mentioned, so this unit just comes with a single controller. And also you can have the POS software on the top of the unit. So yes, I can propose this unit to e-commerce businesses. We got also like another question that talks about Xeon if we can change the CPU. Basically, if you're gonna be changing CPU, it's gonna void the warranty. So I don't advise that you change the CPU. But I didn't try it in the past, to be frank with you, so I don't know if it's gonna work or not. Anyway, so I'm gonna be sending you guys like answers for those questions. Um, yeah, so please, yeah, just within like maybe Monday, I'm gonna be sending all those answers to you guys, and then you can check it. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Okay. So my name is Khalid Hamu. So this is my email, and this is the Canadian phone number. So it's 905-947-1000. My extension is 1007. Also, you may get in touch with the support team as well. It's local. And yeah, thank you for attending this webinar.